Hi there, it's Alex again from the Jubilee Sailing Trust. I just want to tell you one or two things about one of our very special projects which we've kind of kicked over and blown some new life into in the last year, and that's just what the Jubilee Sailing Trust can do for our injured servicemen and women. I come from 25 years in the Royal Navy, both in submarines and surface ships, and one thing I realised as soon as I joined this trust is that we can do something very special for both able-bodied and disabled, and much more importantly for people newly disabled to discover that actually there is a fulfilling life for them to be had outside their previous career. And I'm really proud to say that over the last year we have welcomed well over 20 Army and Royal Marines and Navy personnel on board injured in the course of doing their duty for our country. They come here because they meet a whole family of disabled and able-bodied people in an environment without barriers. And perhaps for those really bright, strong, innovative and determined people who were robbed of their mobility through serving their country, we show them that there's an opportunity to get everything and their independence all back again, and to gain some really good new mates. So that's what the Jubilee Sailing Trust is doing for our military heroes.
Christian, bit of muscle.
2-6.
The boat is coming round, 125. Slowly she's coming round.
So this is the point once I've got one turn on, like that, someone calls come up, which means you drop the rope. Okay, so if you let go of the rope, then whoever's here.
I was introduced to the Jubilee Sailing Trust by a friend about 5 years ago, and my first voyage on Tenacious followed very quickly afterwards. And I was absolutely blown away by the effect that I saw that the voyage had on the disabled members of the crew. On that particular voyage there were quite a number of young guys who had either been paralysed from the waist downwards or lost limbs, all on motorcycles by sheer coincidence. And to see them after 3 or 4 days out on the yards, if they were say one leg amputees, with huge smiles and enjoying themselves, was just quite an extraordinary experience, because they had come on the boat quite nervous, and to see that transformation was just amazing. When my godson was killed in Afghanistan in February last year, and quite a number of the other soldiers serving with him had been seriously injured and were amputees, it seemed to me a natural progression to try and encourage the regiment, and it was the Coldstream Guards, to send these young lads on the two ships, Lord Nelson and Tenacious. And we raised enough money through Dougie's Memorial Trust to be able to do that. And so far we've taken 4 Grenadiers and 4 Coldstreamers and a Welsh Guard, and they've had an absolute ball. And it's been a great privilege to see them enjoying themselves and gaining confidence with the experience they've had with the Trust.
My name's Guardsman Scott Cooper. I'm part of the 1st Battalion Coldstream Guards. I joined the Army 4 years ago when I was 16 and got deployed to Afghanistan in 2009. I was hit by an IED and lost the bottom of my right leg, and I'm currently finished my rehab. I was one of the quickest people to ever get back on the feet and back walking. I'm back with the battalion now, and I come on trips like this, just helping out and stuff like that. I volunteer for the Jubilee Sailing Trust and come on these voyages just to get out and about and help people get on with their lives after terrible accidents and stuff. So it's good, nice feeling to do something like that.
Right, you can put it on midships now.
Having the opportunity to have a day with the Jubilee Sailing Trust has been the most wonderful experience. As a member of the Royal Navy and having served for 34 years, being at sea is an environment I'm very familiar with. But the Jubilee Sailing Trust offers an experience that I have found today hugely rewarding, understanding how people work together with all sorts of different conditions and from all different backgrounds. And I think where the Jubilee Sailing Trust has so much to offer is it brings people together from different backgrounds, not necessarily with experience in a seagoing environment, but allows people with whatever ability or disability they might have to work together and to show each other just how working together as a team can give them something very special.
My name's Neil. I've been sailing with the Jubilee Sailing Trust since 2005, where I first came across the trust after I'd been through the Queen Elizabeth Foundation College for Disabled. I was mugged in London and had a head injury, a fractured skull and complications, and that led me to go to the Queen Elizabeth Foundation. They put me on a ship, and it was the first time I'd been back to sea since I'd left the forces. I really enjoyed the camaraderie, the sense of purpose, going somewhere. It gave me something to look forward to and to come back to. I have a lot of time in my hands because I'm not working at the moment due to my injuries, and the trust has given me somewhere to concentrate my energies. I'm pleased to say that I've now sailed as a boatswain's mate, which is something I've worked towards for a couple of years, which means I can sail with them, I can give back, I can assist physically disabled people go aloft, which is one of the most marvellous things with it. I really enjoy that part of things. I'm hoping to do a lot of sailing with the trust in the future, and I'm hoping to go across the Atlantic at the end of this year to the Caribbean, where one of the ships sails, and that's a bit of a dream because I've not been there before, so that would really be the next stage of things. I can heartily recommend the trust towards people to have an adventure and meet new friends and have the time of their lives. It really is that good.